Kev here with Airsoft FAS, and we are back tonight getting ready to do some work to the Zion Arms R15 Mod 1 that Lion bought with his birthday money a week ago. So if you want to refer back to that first video, it's an unboxing video. We kind of walked through a few things with the gun. We did a chrono test, ran some numbers just to get a good baseline of what the gun could do. If you watch that video and then look at this video, you'll notice there's already some changes that have happened to this gun, just some attachments that he put on here. We have his optic that he got. He loves this kind of forearm. He's got a flashlight with a laser and all the fun, amazing things that go with that. And then we put his tracer unit on the end of his barrel. And so today, what I'm going to work on, there's a couple of things that I'm going to kind of show you real quick. The first thing, if you look back at that unboxing video, you know that the magazine was really loose in the mag well, and we have since fixed that. So we're back in there good and tight where we need to be. And I'll show you real quick. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. What we usually do is we take a piece of stick-on Velcro, the soft side, and we put it on the top, and we put it on the bottom, a little bit back here next to the trigger guard, just to give it a little bit of friction, a little bit of soft friction. That way it goes in there nice and smooth, but it stays good and tight while you're using it. The changes that I'm gonna make tonight, I talked in that first video, one of the first things we're gonna do is we're going to change the motor out. They come with a 19K motor. We are going to go ahead and put in a 31K motor. We're also going to re-shim the gun and just make sure that all of the gears are working exactly the way they're supposed to. Zion Arms is good about making sure their guns are shimmed, but we're just going to check it and just kind of double check and make sure everything's good to go as far as that's concerned. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to trade out the bushings for steel bearings. This is going to help all of the gears kind of move a little bit more freely. We also have, and I believe this is a Rocket M140 spring. We're going to trade this in for the spring that's here. And lastly, we want to make sure we have all of our grease just to kind of lube things up inside the gearbox. And so I'll try to show a clip from that first video while I'm talking. But if you were there for that video, you know when we shot this one straight out of the box, the FPS was right around 280 feet per second, which is okay. That's not bad at all. I believe the joules were hitting right at 1.15, 1.16, but for the most part, it's shooting slower and weaker than what we would like to have for the events that we typically go to. So tonight, we're going to get these changes made. I'm going to try to get the gun put all back together, and then we're going to shoot some new shots through the chrono and see if that changed our FPS, which it should. Rate of fire should be affected as well. I believe the rate of fire when we took it out of the box was 21.2 rounds per second, which again isn't horrible. We're probably gonna see a little bit of change in that as we make our adjustments to what's going on internally. So I'm not gonna show you everything that I do. There are guys on YouTube that are so much better at explaining than I am. If you want to see how to shim a gearbox, look it up. It's super easy, but like I said, there's better teachers than myself. But I am going to change out all these things, and when that happens, we'll pop back in here and see what we got. All right, so we are back, and I've done the work to it that I had planned on doing. We put the 31K motor in it. This gearbox came from the factory with steel bearings already in it, so that's great. It's a wonderful setup. They had shimmed it really well, so I didn't even really mess with the shims. Everything was within the tolerances that you want it to be. I did go ahead and replace the spring. I put a modified M140 spring in it just to bring it to the level that we wanted it to. You can tell a little bit of difference in the sound. Shoots pretty good, full auto. Yeah. Sounds really good. Let's take it over to the chrono and let's see what it's shooting. Remember, we want it to be 320 FPS with about 1.52 joules. And if I remember right, it was shooting right out 21.2 rounds per second. So let's take it over to the chrono and see what it's got. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here. So we're right in where we need to be. 320 FPS. It was ranging about 317 to 320, and the joules are right at 1.52. All right, let's see what our rate of fire is. 24.2, 24.1, so it's pretty consistent, still coming in at 318 at 1.51 joules. All right, so hey, that chronoed up exactly the way we wanted it to. I am really excited about this gun for Lion. He's pretty pumped about it. He was down here while I was working on it, doing a few different things. So yeah, this gun's shooting exactly where we want it to be, and that's probably all the modification that we'll do to it as far as internals and stuff like that. I know you can do barrel builds, and those are great. This gun seems to be shooting pretty well with the stock barrel and the hop up that came with it. You know, again, if we ever wanted to kind of dial in a little bit better, we could spend some money and change those out. But for now, it looks like that's about what we want it to do. So again, thanks for watching. If you don't mind, just click subscribe, and we'll see you later.